Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the SMU Mustangs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. This one will be fair caught. And now from the pistol formation. He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And it's complete downfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The Sun Devils have 1st and 10 here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Sun Devils. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Using his legs. It's Moss.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To the air, it's Jennings. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards on the completion, but now it's 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
And the Mustangs will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. They'll kick it away here. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Look at out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the left side. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Throws it to the right. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. Testing the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. He just came flying in to lay the lumber immediately.
What a great job of timing up the blitz here by the backer. I don't know how this running back held on to the football, because as soon as he got his hands on it, he got hit hard.
Caught over the middle. It's Daniels. In the clear at the 25. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Grab down the middle. It's Douglas. Tackle made after a big gain.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these guys, we need more than one tackler to the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the first tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. And the Sun Devils will have 1st and 10 here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz. And that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Launches downfield. The pass is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. The Mustangs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. He'll ride the back again here. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Give it to the back again. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
He'll try a pass here. It's a short completion of the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Finds his receiver, that's enough for the first down. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
7th play of the drive coming up. And now the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. They'll try the right here. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for a 4th down completion. Caught over the middle. It's Maryland. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. A new set of downs after that completion. And on the carry, he's heading left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Mustangs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. They'll run it to the left. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? Here's the option play. Pitch to the back. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs. Made the defense look slow that time. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Turner trying to create good field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. And he's hit just before the throw. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. This time, a completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Looking to throw again. Looking for his back. Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll take a deep shot here. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. And the Sun Devils will line up on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside of the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. 1st down and goal. Can the defense force a field goal and keep the lead at halftime? They'll run it from the gun. Jukes to get past a man. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly. And they're doing so with such high stakes. Answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And the extra point was up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half. There's a lineup on 1st and 10. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To throw, it's Jennings. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it. The Mustangs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. And now another deep ball here. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ponies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They finally make the stop there after a huge gain, but that wraps up the 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st down here for this offense. On the run, it's Moss. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7. No huddle here for the offense. Here's that defense shifting again. It's a run to the left. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Breaking free at the 35. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, SMU.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. Play action here on first down. And he lofts it deep over the middle. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun handoff here. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
No, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much on the return, tackle at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
To the air, it's Jennings. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get... Fourth down.
Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about it. Crucial play coming up. They've converted both previous fourth down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Touchdown, ASU. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Second down after that previous play. And here's the handoff. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll hand it off. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
My, oh my. Now that's a play that makes your jaw touch the floor. The pass and catch to take it the distance on one play is definitely an offensive coordinator's dream.
Now the all-important extra point. Movement at the second level of the defense now. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Ponies. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house. Kicking team on now for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He bought some time, now lets it go. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
And the Sun Devils begin a new series here, 1st and 10. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a wide receiver screen. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. The Sun Devils come to the line to run the hurry out. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. The Sun Devils pick up enough yardage to get a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Slides to avoid the big hit. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Strong game by this quarterback.
Now, this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about the running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, SMU. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. We've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
That's an important first down on that running play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's caught downfield. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw yet again. Look at the protection there. Lots of time. Delivers over the middle now. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he's got some open field ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. To get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looking to scramble now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
He'll take a deep shot. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's a highlight reel diving catch there. Tackle made with the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
What a great catch by that receiver, Chris. He lays out and comes down with it, and the quarterback is the beneficiary. He's actually over 200 yards, and he can thank his receivers for plays like this.
Second down after the incompletion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. But the gain is just 1 yard. It sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Snags the quick throw. He stopped, but he gets a first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line and start a fresh set of downs. Press coverage now from the secondary. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He'll throw it now. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
It's complete on the crossing route. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Back to throw again. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Now to try here for the extra point. And it's good. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. The SMU offense is back out on the field now. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The back's got it on the pitch. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Offense getting set. It's second down. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance.
And he'll lost it to the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. The Mustangs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he finds his target. He has the first. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They look to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Maryland. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. And the Mustangs will line up now. It's first and goal. First and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line. And it's second down and goal now for this offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Touchdown, Ponies. And this one is getting ugly.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete and nearly intercepted yet again. Second down now. So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Tries to get it to the running back. Caught over the middle. It's Ott. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking for the wide out. He's got a man down the middle. They stop him, but it's a first down. The Sun Devils looking to use the up-tempo offense here. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The completion makes it second down. And he drops back in the gun. He's going to take another shot right here. Here's another interception. We're losing track. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. And it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? He goes down, and the ball game will end on that turnover. Of course, in the playoffs, it's